His latest attempt, Senate Bill 155, would move certain criminal offenses requiring a lifetime registration to the list of offenses requiring a 10-year registration, and allow people sentenced for one of those offenses to request early removal from the registry under the proposed new law.
This is the Mighty AF show. We're the Mighty American Family, and I don't even know what's going on in this world anymore. We have some ridiculous people in power and making laws that are just hurting the American public. I'm Roshan. This is my wife Gabriella, and today we are taking a deep dive into Utah Senator Todd Weiler. Let's watch the clip.
This is like my third or fourth attempt at the sex offender database, only because I keep on getting contacted by these families saying, we feel like this has become a lifelong sentence and we don't think it's fair.
His latest attempt, Senate Bill 155, would move certain criminal offenses requiring a lifetime registration to the list of offenses requiring a 10-year registration, and allow people sentenced for one of those offenses to request early removal from the registry under the proposed new law.
So abuse of a child under this section should be 10 years and not lifetime.
Well, that's the proposal. I think that as it goes through the process, we're going to make changes.
These are the offenses that would change from a lifetime registry requirement to a 10-year requirement under the current proposal: human trafficking for sexual exploitation, a child, and of a minor, which means possessing or viewing child.
This bill will not remove anyone from the database. This bill will give people who believe that they've redeemed their life, they turned over a new chapter, an opportunity to petition and ask for their case to be reviewed.
Disgusting. I can't believe we live in a world right now where we're giving second chances to a child, if anything. So what you're telling me, Senator Todd Weiler of Utah, is that, hey, 10 years is too much. Let's make sure that these people might have rehabilitated their lives. Let's make sure that we get them on the straight and narrow and take them off of any list that can maybe inform any parent, any other person that's living in that area that, hey, this man is a dangerous person. Be careful.
Women have also been known to...
Yeah, but it happens. Teachers and stuff like that.
Right.
It's. I mean, there was like a nurse twerking on some dude's head the other day. It was insane. A mentally disabled person. Either way, so Todd Weiler from Utah thinks it's appropriate to create just a 10-year database for registered. How does that work? So, and this all includes abuse of children, human trafficking, like for exploitation, and exploitation of minors. And you're sitting here telling us that it's a good idea, that like we need to be backing and watching this bill. We're watching, but this is ridiculous. I don't even have an understanding on what's the net benefit that you can have from doing this.
The only thing I can think of is to, like you mentioned, rehabilitate the criminals and try to ease their way back into society, if you will. But that's not fair to the victims. The children in these cases often live with a lifetime of trauma. So they're stuck with the life sentence while the offender now gets to, get off scotch-free. Well, it's not scotch-free. Let me be clear. This is after they would after they would serve their time. And as they said, 10 years have passed.
Dude, imagine, this is the third or fourth time. He said this is the third or fourth time that he's tried to pass this through. Imagine how much time and energy you have to put into protecting these vagrants. I am astonished that this is the world that we're living in right now. And the fact that Senator Todd Weiler wants to make this change to the registry is beyond me. I'm speechless. SA is no joke, when we're starting to write laws that are going to allow people to get away a little bit more free and clear in the far future from their actions, what you're saying is that you are truly there not to protect the kids, not to protect the innocent, but to protect the criminals that are committing the most heinous crimes that you could imagine. It's a shame. It's a shame. And this guy got elected in?
Honestly, we need to look further into this, Mr. Wheeler, because he is on the board of directors for a children's museum in Utah. So anyone with close contact to children should not be advocating for their predators, the ones that are specifically seeking them in these groups, grooming them, and or essaying them.
It is a shame that these are the representatives that we are backing, that people are backing, not us, but people are backing, that people are voting in, that people are consistently looking to for policies that are supposed to improve the lives of their citizens. Like, I wouldn't want to be a Utah parent. We're parents. We're both parents.
Yes, and I don't know that his constituents are even behind this or supporting this. And this is not the first time something like this has gone on in Utah. I don't know what's going on over there, but in 2022, a bill was proposed to change the verbiage of sex offender to registrant. And also, it would have allowed for sex offenders to be able to visit places like schools, parks, places where children reside, as long as they were with another adult. Luckily, that bill was not passed. It
Thank God.
died in the water. But I just don't understand what. And for a senator who is so concerned with the protection of children, he, I believe, was at the forefront of creating rules and regulations around pornography, how people are able to access it online, and doing all of these petitions to stop child pornography. But now on the flip side, he's, alleviating these registries. It's crazy.
It's crazy. This person should be ashamed of themselves. Anybody that's backing this guy should be ashamed of themselves. Utah, your representative is representing you in such a negative light, in such a negative way. It's insane. And y'all need to do something about it. I know that we're going to look into this a lot more, because I'm not going to let you get away scotch-free. It's not going to happen. Not on our watch. We're Americans, and we're very proud to be American. And if people are like you are creating policies that are going to slowly erode the fabric of our society, shame on you. Let's see what other people have to say. This is just, I'm getting mad. All right, so the Great Thinker wrote, cops have complained that the SO registry keeps them overworked. America always goes overboard when it comes to things like these. That's the thing, right? If you're saying that your police force is overworked from watching your registry to make sure that it's a safe for your community going forward, I'm sorry, but you're getting paid to do this. You're getting paid to protect us and make sure that we're safe. It's a shame. It's a shame that couldn't even be a thought, that somebody would even say that. Because this is the impression that the Utah representative has put across to the American public. The victim's sentence is longer than the offender's. Sure, that makes sense.
Exactly.
And to go off the point that you were saying a little prior, it's like these kids live with this trauma and these scars, and not just the mental trauma, but the physical trauma too. Like, it messes you up, and they have to live with that for the rest of their lives. And this man has the ability to do this and not only try to push it as if it's a positive thing, as if he's helping these violent offenders, but this is his third or fourth time trying to do it. These people and these poor kids have to live with this for the rest of their life, and their offenders are getting just, in comparison, a slap on the wrist.
And say what you want to say about this, whether it helps the communities or not. I think every victim, child or not, deserves the right to know who is in their neighborhood, who is on their street. Safety first, and if that hurts criminals' feelings, too freaking bad.
Forget your feelings. I can't. This is sickening. Protecting predators over victims. There's no excuse for softening laws on child abuse or human trafficking. Keep them on the registry for life.
Amen.
I couldn't agree more. I could not agree more. These people need to have a scarlet letter on them for the rest of their lives. This is not a joke. I didn't want to say this story, but dude, one time there was a man that decided it was a good idea to urinate in a park in broad daylight, and there were kids playing around, and I did not take too good to that. So what ended up happening, babe?
You chased him down.
I chased him down. I do not care what your reasoning or rationale is behind it. If there are children involved and you are being a deviant, the American public will step up and say no. And it just happened to be me that day, and he's lucky that it was me that day and not somebody else. It's too much. Senator Todd Weiler, you should be ashamed of yourself. The constituents of Utah, you need to do better, guys. You need to get this guy out of office. He's clearly sick in the head. I don't know if there's an ulterior motive. I'm not going to assume that. I can't say that, but it wouldn't be far off. So I'm before I break my microphone, I'm going to sign off. This is the Mighty American Family. Please like and subscribe so we can keep on keeping on and hold these people accountable for trying to destroy the fabric of our society and trying to make America an unsafe place. I'm Roshan.
I'm Gabriella.
And this is the Mighty AF Show, and we'll see you guys next time.